This is how I participated in the creation and formation of the Ukrainian state. The story of a friend. An excerpt from my book, The Epoch of Modern Man, which I published in 2011, the first issues, and in 2013, the second issue, from the section I and Ukraine, which was written by me much earlier, before 2000, and was placed in this book, page 5. Totalitarian system for the sake of happiness, which will come someday, starved and exterminated millions of people, and the people were in a state of euphoric psychosis. This mass euphoric psychosis begins after constant psychological violence and spiritual enslavement by promises and intimidation, which has all the signs of hypnosis, which I described in the section on the psychology of love. Errors can be massive. The truth does not always belong to the majority. I believed that the socialist system could be corrected, and I tried to do this by developing economic works based on economic calculations, which I sent to the economic newspaper, the City of Moscow, response number 60 to 82 of January 28, 1982. The regional Soviet Volyn, response number 9713 of December 11, 1990, and other press for publication submitted to the economic and party leaders, but I met with a dead wall of the system. The newspapers gave standard answers with advice to apply these works in practice and then share their own experience with them. The first secretary of the district party committee, later a deputy of the Verkhovna Rada, sent me to the main economists of the district, who agreed with my conclusions, but did not agree that this work would be published, because the methods proposed in it did not coincide with the then existing economic system. This was much later, when economic calculation became the general line of the party. The press was filled with articles by staff correspondents on this topic, and the same party and economic leaders began to gather us, the middle level, in the scientific center of Rokynie, and vaguely teach us the same economic calculation. Only later did I realize that in order to implement any reforms in a totalitarian state, one must first reach the very top of power. The path to the top was close to me, because the unconventionality of my views was revealed too early. Therefore, I directed all my energy into extensive educational and explanatory work among ordinary workers and pensioners. We help each other open our eyes to the truth. Thank you for your attention.